Okay, finishing up. I had from the braised turkey. I reduced the liquid. I took out the turkey, and then I reduced the liquid, and I chilled it overnight because I was gonna cook it this morning on Thursday morning, Thanksgiving morning, and I just sautéed some mushrooms in a little bit of butter, and then just tossed in the gravy, and this is what I have. I did taste it. I could taste turkey in the very beginning, but I noticed in the aftertaste there was a little bit. There was a hint of chicken, so so what I did was I just added another package of. I added a package of mushroom gravy mix because I got mushrooms in here, right? So that just covered up chicken already. So I taste right now. I just taste turkey and mushrooms. Okay, so this is done. I'm gonna put this off to the side, and we'll come back to that. Okay, in a pot, I'm gonna show you how to kick up. We eat a lot of stovetop stuffing. Unfortunately, the stores, the run on the stores, only had chicken, so I'm gonna use chicken stuffing, but it doesn't really matter because the turkey is such a strong flavor that you won't even notice it. Okay, so I'm just gonna toss in a pat of butter, and I'm gonna cook the onions with a little bit of butter and olive oil. I don't need a whole lot. I'm just gonna cook the onions till they're clear, not caramelized. You could caramelize them, but not really necessary. So I'm just gonna take the sharpness out by cooking it till it's clear, and that will get rid of the sharp onion flavor taste, because even though I'm using sweet onions, if you're using the regular yellow onions, it might be a little too strong for most people. And we're kicking up the basic stovetop stuffing mix. What I found is a lot of people like this, well, in our family, but I find that it's too heavily seasoned, okay, because there's not that much bread in here. So what I do is I add a little bit more bread to kind of like take away the saltiness of it. Okay, so along with the onions, and you can see the onions are starting to turn translucent. I'm going to add chopped up mushrooms. And again, you don't have to add any of these items. This is just to kick up what you already got. So speaking of that, I did have celery. I forgot. Just gonna add a little bit of celery. I find that, I like the taste of celery, but a lot of other people don't. And this is what you do if you don't have a chopping board handy, because it's buried under all the pots. I'm just gonna add a little bit. I've seen this done with onions. This is the first time I did it with celery. It works. Kind of messy. Oh, I can really smell the celery. Okay, I think that's more than enough. Okay. So, okay, that's fine. Okay, so the onions are more or less clear. I'm gonna add bread, chopped up bread. This is like the end of the bread, so nobody wants to eat it. So it's a good way to get. I usually throw it in the freezer. Okay. So got that started. Okay, I'm not measuring the water because I like to add the water separately. I mean, you can't take out the water once you put it in. So I'm just going to add just enough to get it started. Okay. Okay. And then now all the stuffing. So I get the liquid hot, so when the stuffing goes in, I mean, it's according to the instructions. And I get it right when it's damp. Okay. A little bit more. This will absorb all the water. Okay. I still want to keep it fairly dry because there's a reason for that. Oops. Okay, we got the heat's high enough because everything's cooked already. So I'm going to turn it down just so medium low. Just keep it hot and prevent it from getting stuck. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty much absorbed all the water. I still see a few dry spots, but more or less it's all. Okay, now here's the secret sauce. I take some of the gravy that I made, the mushroom gravy, and this is where you get the true turkey flavor from. Okay, so I ladle in some gravy, and that will make it more authentic. Okay. Now, if you find that you put in too much water or too much gravy or whatever, and it's too soupy, just chop up some bread into cubes and just toss it in. It'll just absorb it out. Okay, so that's done. Okay, stuffing with gravy.